Day, everyone. It's another day. It is August. Summer is officially over. Though, honestly, I've been doing a lot of art fight the previous month. That's been pretty much my main distraction for the past month. But now it is August. It is back to work month. And I do not feel ready at all, though technically I haven't really had a vacation. It's just art fight makes it hard to focus. But it's been good. It's been a good time. Right now I'm just running the ads on all the Twitchums. But I wonder, maybe we should just get started. Because I'll probably be going on for a few hours. I got comic stuff to do after all. And what we have here is just what I put on display for the opening. But recently I did this quick and dirty background strat, which I think I'm going to hold on to for a lot of the comic, for at least the stuff that is happening out in like wild nature areas. I'll be blocking out stuff with just a solid color to get an idea of the composition and stuff like that. Now, what do we have? Lots of layers. These will get in the way, I think. Let's see. Is this wait. That window did not want to cooperate. There. I'm gonna make sure that chat is cool. Chat is cool. Chat got space. It's cool. Hello. What app is this? You are looking at the face of Clip Studio Paint. It is primarily comic drawing software, but you can also do general illustration and animation in this. I have been experimenting with some animation recently, though personally I focus on making comics. I especially like that I have a huge overview of my whole project here at the side. So it's a good app. Right now stuff is stupid in that it's subscription based mostly. Not this version though. So yeah, good app. Good app. I'm gonna do work. I started today with working on blocking out some background stuff, because these are pages that need some layout. And I thought it would be nice to move on with doing proper layouts, so that doing the actual sketching and eventual inking of characters would be easier. Like here I've done quite fine sketches of the characters that are ready for inks. It might be working quickly. I always feel like I have this idea that it'll be quick to do stuff, and then it isn't quick to do stuff. If I have any advice to improve comic making, the only advice is make comics, really. Do you make comics? Because that's the first step. You're gonna be making comics before you can improve them. Pretty much. Now, I've been doing a bit of different stuff now recently, so I'm a bit lost at the moment, but I think looking at this, the background is not yet ready for, like, it's not readily blocked yet. Hello, Vex. Good day to you. If you guys are hearing some odd noises in the background, that's just some birds noising. Never mind the birds. Yeah, here we are. Me blocking stuff. Another day working on the comic. Yeah, you know it. We are comicking. I've been slacking a lot the past month on comic work because I was busy with art fight. Thought I was coughing on water really loudly. Yeah. Don't worry. I've been hydrating. I got my water. We're all good. What I really want. I'm trying to resist wanting to put stuff on different layers because in practice this blockout layer will be working as flat layer for backgrounds. Like if I zoom in, the edges are super crisp, like here. So I'm just using it to block out everything, and if I want to select stuff from it, it's good to have stuff on the same layer, just so I don't have to swap around my reference status things. Hello, Kim Nerd. That even is a little... Oh, how sweet. It's a little planty thingy. Gotta address that. There's lots of weird plants on this island, and I have little to no control when it comes to where on the island certain things grow. We don't pay attention to that. So this tree seems to resemble quite stuff you find on Madagascar. Comic making looks complicated. It doesn't have to be. You can make it very easy on yourself and not even use backgrounds. You know, you can start with a comic strip and don't worry too much. This comic has been forever in the works because I worry too much, and I've been struggling with just getting someone to talk to, in the sense that I need someone to check, like, is this good? Is this good enough? So hunting down someone who were willing to have that talk and tell me, yeah, seems good enough. It's taken a while. But the comic making itself doesn't have to be complicated. I would have been done by now if I just made it less complicated, really. Looks good to you? Yeah, it looks good. But what you're looking at is like the product of certain levels of perfectionism, which just, it ends up taking a lot of time. It doesn't have to be bad, mind you. I think this in the end will become something nice. Oh wait, that's the wrong kind of leaves. It took me a while to figure out like what kind of leaves I wanted on this spiky tree. But yeah, problem isn't that it looks bad, because it looks fine. Problem is that it's not done yet. And it should have been, which also is something that one shouldn't really think about when having a huge project like this. You got yourself a VR headset. That's really nice. New toy in the house, yo. VR is fun. Once I get over the awkward feeling of just being afraid of looking dorky. Before ever touching a VR headset, my biggest fear was looking dorky with it. Which is rather silly. Now let's see. We're still doing background. Yes. Fire drills with VR. Oh man, that's nothing like the real thing. Ooh. Hold up. I gotta wipe that. see. Yeah, no, that's VR fire drill disasters right there. Bad stuff, bad times. Also, it's very embarrassing. Yeah, don't do that to people. Especially if they have no prior experience with VR. Just don't make old people do that. 50 isn't even that old, but you know, just how about don't be nice, be realistic. Like, that is bad safety, health care. They had fun. Yeah, no. Can you imagine just a Wilhelm scream happening? Now, this background seems a little bit over the top for what it does, but I think it'll be good. Remember to put in some begonias, so those will probably be cleaned up in inks later. Hello, Casey, welcome. How are you doing? Productive day. Good. I'm about to have a productive day. That makes us 2. No, I think that's enough. The background stuff down below looks rather rough. I fear that I will be eternally lazy and have to deal with rough stuff like this for a good bunch. But I'm kind of torn also on this. Like, am I going to try making some backgrounds look nice? Or should I be doing as I've started to do, which is blocking in very rough background stuff for layout? For this, I'm actually torn. Of course, I started today being a bit more optimistic. I had dreams of what I was going to do, and I was thinking of powering through by doing just lots of backgrounds to see how far it goes. Am I living my dream? No. My day started out way different. I had this idea that I was going to be doing stuff easy. And be focused on it. I wanted to stream earlier today, but I had stuff to do. What's an easy way to cook potato? You boil it. You boil it for 20 to 30 minutes, depending on the potato. $20, $25, $30, depends on the size, you know? You stab them with a knife. Always use a pressure pot? Oh. How do those work even? Let's see. This one I wasn't finished with the leaves. Right. Oh, I had started. I see. I mean, if they're very big, you can cut them in half, or you just boil them as is. Personally, I find them to get weird and like have this glassy shell of just the outmost boiled potato if you peel them. So there's no use for the like peeling them before you boil. So don't bother peeling. Am I doing this right? What's happening? I'm trying to deselect. Those, yes. But also these. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna add darker leaves. Who's that? Bird. What's the bird doing? think they're trying to steal some cables. Or maybe they're just trying to help and do some cable management. Oh, I shouldn't have left this undone. I feel very confused. I can't see. What? Oh, that's way too straight. What the heck? Can't have that. Good. Now we also lack leaves here. How's the sketch is supposed to go here? Alright, that seems to work. I should probably not get way too far ahead. Though it is very tempting to do all these pages from this scene. Let's see, in this one I did already fix the balloons. I'm replacing all the balloons here because they're the wrong kind of vectors. They're the kind of vectors I really don't like working with. Oh, but do I want to do some layout? Maybe? What we got? It's very messy. Very messy scene, so maybe we want the black layout tool here actually. So art fight might be over, but kind of left me with the urge to do animation. That's kind of a problem because it is quite time consuming to animate, and it's quite time consuming to make comics as well. The comics really should be coming first. So right now I'm like, are there things I could do to sneak in some animation? I wonder. I haven't actually done any warm-ups today, so we'll see how that goes. Good thing with layouts is that it's about gesture and not details, though I usually feel that I will also need some level of warm-up to do good gestures as well. Gestures are very important. Right now we're not doing best job. We're doing a job. That's good enough. Oh, he's looking kind of upset. I need to give him the sort of surprised look, though. That is something for the sketch stage. It's not really... This is not the place for that. I need to know that the basic building blocks are okay, but that's everything that's needed for this part. Now what's happening with the... This back pantry is quite... Doesn't quite do what I want. So I'm wondering... Backgrounds should probably not go first. Since it's usually the composition in the image that is the most important. So I think this is a big called out by my own work that I'm procrastinating. I had promised not to overdo art fight this year, and I failed. And right now I'm feeling that I'm kind of at the brink of getting issues from that, feeling a bit in my wrist. So I gotta be careful. Draw light and loose. Increase the brush density, force myself to draw lighter. Whoops. Need my reference. This art looks good, but it's a bit too forceful. Well, I've been giving that guy a tricorn hat. Have I played Tunic? No. I have not. Only heard of it. I've seen it might contain a particular color. At least I had a friend who played who shared some of it once he came across it. Your seal of approval? Nice. I've heard it's kind of hard and puzzly and combat-y. It's hard to puzzle and combat-y. Yeah. Neat. see, I got a weird call. Some random seller number. That's rather distracting. Funny thing is, I have opted out from like sales calls in my country, and I insist that like my business does not have a phone. Thing is, you can reserve yourself against sales phone calls, but not if you are a business. And I'm like, no. If you call me on my personal phone, you're calling me personally. And I have reserved myself against these kinds of sales calls. So how about they leave me alone? Because they are violating my reservation. If they want to get in contact with me through my business, they should contact my business through something else than phone. I usually don't pick up on sales calls anyways. Amen to that, hey? Yo. Like, I hate talking on the phone. I'm not a phone caller, especially if whoever's on the phone is a stranger. I get super stressed out. And you know, if that's the strat, if the strat is that's how they get you, by stressing you out on the phone, like on your most hated medium, how about they find someone else to bother? Because I'm not playing that game. You've made 4 phone calls. Were you the stranger? Or were you an acquaintance? Because that, you know, there's a difference. In any case, well done. That's crazy. Car workshops. Oh. Calling up the strangers. No. Man. Do you need repairs? Is that what's up? Not urgent, ah. Well, dang. Sorry you had to go through that. Especially if none of them were like, yeah, sure, we can patch your car. But can you not, like, get an appointment later on the calendar? Do they all go like, nah, man, we can't do it today, sorry. Find someone else. All right. Oh man, that's rough. Calling people to have something fixed. No, it's rough too. But then at least it's a case of, oh dang, I have these needs that I can only solve by calling up someone, and that's uncomfortable. Instead of it being a case of, oh, a stranger is calling me to have me spit out money, how about no? Either by guilting or trying to like talk me into needing something. Like, you know that also being a phone seller is, it's just the worst job. It's unethical. Like, for the health, mental health of people with those jobs, we should just never make them successful. Make it a useless occupation. Make it a job that no one has because it doesn't pay. Doesn't work. You never pick up the phone. When I see a number calling me, I will look it up almost instantly. But I will not be picking it up. My rule is that if it is important, they will send me a message. With like saying who they are and why they're calling. If it isn't important, then they go have their lives, waste money and time calling me up. State your business? Say what? How does that work? Cool. Oh dear. Time to add it back. Yeah, sounds like it. I'm not sure if that would even work for my part. Yes, I do have an iPhone. Second hand, mind you. Actually, I only noticed that someone was calling because the call carried over to an iPad that started making noise. Because I always keep my phone on silent. And I flip the phone screen down so that it doesn't bother me with notifications. Right. I gotta BRB for a sec. Hi. I return. Back to the layouts. I've sort of skipped ahead now. I don't really want to touch this, but I suspect that's just a translation. I don't really want to work. Oh, hi Vex. Where you been? No, well, I had to do stuff that was away from the computer, and now I've done stuff. So, therefore, I have returned. That also helped getting a little break from the stuff. But I'm feeling that I don't really want to touch this. I say as I touch it. It says on my note here that I should be aware of making a good direction. Oh, you're playing around with your VR headset on a Monday? You on holiday or what? Is it still summer vacation time? Or is it just a good day in general for VR headsets? You're just jobless. All this spare time. Oh my goodness. You're wealthy. Nice, you got yourself a neat little reward. That's good. Hope you'll have a lot of fun with it then. It's the best part. All right, I'm struggling right here because I am not certain of the direction. Let's have a look at the overall. What are we seeing here? Usually they should be going left to right. Yeah, no, that is bad. I should flip that. You'll have tons of fun? Very good. Worth it. Efforts and money well spent on fun. Right, we're gonna flip this. Fun is infinite? Yes. You just had to find it. Usually my fun is conquered by laziness. I am an expert at ruining fun for myself. Into VR? Is it though? What part of it is hard? What's the hard part? Getting used to it or setting up? Having space? I do not have a surplus of space right now, so our headset that we used to play Beat Saber on is less used nowadays. Oh, region locked. What the heck? Is it because Facebook sucks, possibly? Is Facebook banned? Are we dissing on FB? No, I'm speaking to Vex on YouTube, who had a region locked, or got a region locked VR headset, which is then, my first thought is that if you ban Meta anywhere, then the Quest wouldn't work because you need Facebook for that stuff. Would have been useful to know. Oh yeah, it didn't. It used to not be like that, and then it happened. Vex is telling me to tell you, Casey, that FB sucks. Yes, we are dissing on FB. The Fierce Speedy mask. You're okay with it? Yes, of course. I know you're okay with it. You're a sensible person. Yeah, I suppose that we had to go through the trouble of like migrating the accounts and whatever to make stuff to work, and it was extra awkward because we were different users and something trouble about what games you're allowed to play. I don't know. It was bad. So it hasn't really been tempting to pick the Quest back up. Just works for half the price? Good. Alright, we gotta fix some balloons. Now, a lot of expensive toys nowadays come with dumbass malware in terms of big money business bull crap. I wonder if everyone keeps saying get quest because they are unaware that meta is evil. Oh, Casey. Did you just have a well-balanced meal? What did you have? Boiled potatoes? Was it good? Was/is/ are you enjoying it? Americans are brainwashed by FB. Are they though? I feel everywhere on the internet, at least tons of minorities are like super angry and pissed off from all the toxic media centrals, I say, as a word for social media. Social media hubs. You're brainwashed by me against your will. No! Casey, no! Look, how can you be brainwashed and also a sensible person? Is this your call for help? Do you really suffer a personality disorder? From the brainwash of meta. Oi, 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 what's happening? Oh dear. Clip Studio just crashed on me. Like super crashed. Well, I guess that's on me. I didn't notice it wasn't responding. Let's reboot Paint and see what we get. There's my app. Save your progress, folks. Yeah, I was meddling with the vectors and everything that can make Clip Studio a bit laggy, but I didn't notice that it was not responding to my movement because it was thinking about committing Sudoku. You're saying it's the addiction, Casey? What addiction? The addiction to what? AI slop? Granny memes? Let's see what we have. I think I didn't lose too much here. Yeah, I mean, I lost my progress here, but it didn't do much. Did we lose anything else? I think I saved the most important stuff. This one's good. Stuff there's good. Stuff there's good. We're safe, bros. We're safe. No. No biggie. My plan is to block out the backgrounds up to page 47. From there they will be going inside the cave, and that's very exciting and all, but I should not get too far ahead. I'm even skipping stuff, like on 37 I just gave up. Oh well. So back in the game we go. we do text things. Whoops. You know, some pages are just green, blue, etc. Are they different chapters? Kinda. I work in scenes. Because, you know, a chapter could carry on between scenes to, like, move towards some sort of conclusion together. I plainly just work in scenes so that we go here and learn something, and then we move there and learn something. That's my easiest way to to be able to digest it, really, manage it. But yeah, there are different scenes, and I've done some rewriting from the blue scenes here. That one's been extended quite a lot, and I gotta talk to the editor about, like, is it good? So that's why I can't really carry on with, if I, well, against the odds, manage to finish like page 63, I will not be moving forward until I've had a talk with the editor to hear, like, is this the kind of break he wanted? There's this pacing issue I've got in the story where I'm like, okay, they need a quiet moment to learn to, or get to know each other and everything, because there's a new character in town. And you get to have a little break, but then it's back to the quick stuff and action and death. So it's a lot of high-speed stuff happening in this. And so pacing has been an issue where there are not enough quiet moments. So yeah, we gotta wait for that. But in the meantime, I got plenty to do. What's this? 34? 44, yeah, about 10 pages. I'm just trying to swallow down. Where 4 of these yellow pages here are one scene, interior scene. That shouldn't be hard, really. I could probably sketch and ink and color in those quite easily. But I felt like I had to test the background strategy for nature stuff before that became the only thing I could be working on. Well, let's see. I just don't want the bad vectors. But yeah, the idea with the different scenes is breaking the project down to small parts. I've always struggled with that so much. And I still struggle with it. I have a tendency to try to keep all the information in my head active all at once. That's not quite ideal. So yeah, I was just going to do some copy pasting here to layer the balloons a bit. Save your progress. Yeah, we got all the balloons we need. We can collapse that. We can zoom out from this. There we go. Yeah. Prime reason I don't get stuff done is I am overwhelmed by the whole the thing as a whole aspect. I get overwhelmed by the size of things, and it doesn't matter how small it is, I can easily overwhelm myself. It's just force. It's how it is. Which is something I would love to get better at in regards to animation. I would love to just get good. Master the things I still have questions about in animation. A lot of it seems to be just do it kind of stuff, that where you have to learn from experience. But I don't know, I get so easily lost in things. Now this dialogue is weird. I'm not using brain cells to read stuff or make different script right now, but they're talking about, they're just referring to the map. They got a treasure map, and they're implying that it said something about the cave there in front on the map. But I don't think they actually they haven't mentioned that. This treasure map they're following is just the cheapest way to be like, oh, there was information, by the way. It's so lazy, and I can't bother to be ashamed. Let's see. That's how I want it. Ah, this balloon needs to be different. You're trying to implement ads. You keep procrastinating. Well, yeah, that's a shocker. Ads suck. Everybody hates ads. I had the worst ad experience with an app I was trying out for. I was trying to get different controls on my a little Bluetooth controller. It's an 8-bit Do micro or something, but it's an old version that doesn't support like remaps and things. And I was trying to reprogram it through getting some third-party apps, but the app was completely unusable. It like a millisecond went by, and then there was this full screen ad with no way out. Terrible experience. And if I managed to get out from there, I would hit one thing, one button, and then a new ad would just pop up. Like, it was completely unusable. Terrible. Now let's see. This one, we flip it. So, if you're implementing ads, make it good. Make it bearable. Yeah, I don't know how that even happened. Probably it's just not maintained in a way. Oh, I even had saved that one. Whoa. Okay, cool. Less work. But yeah, I think it's just, yeah, poor maintenance. Perhaps some stuff had happened, perhaps other stuff had been implemented poorly. I don't know. But it was terrible. And I did not get to reprogram the controller at all. So I just couldn't get it to work. I wanted something that I could use with my iPad that isn't a keyboard. Because as much as I love a keyboard, I do recognize how it's holding me back whenever I'm on the fly, like somewhere else. And I would like to sit down with my iPad, but all I have is my lap. Mobile Sonic games does ads like that? Oh. Yeah, no. How about no? Everybody hates ads, and, you know, surely some earnings come from just showing the ads, so, you know, they don't have to be, like, crazy up there visible. You could do, like, a banner on the side or something. You can have that running in the menu, but just, yeah, don't occupy the whole screen. On an iPad, that stuff was just way too huge. Felt like the ad wasn't really made for the screen it was showing on. Oh, the brush density went down. I'm going to save the progress and close down Clip Studio real quick, just so that it saves my layout till next time I reopen. Nice. Hello, Casey. Are you fat now? Welcome in. Hello. Welcome to a loading screen. We are loading my pages. This is the thing with Clip Studio, like if you have a large project with like 100 plus pages, there is some loading time involved. Playing it real safe after that crash. Yeah! What are we drawing today? Comics. We're doing comics. I was thinking we might be blocking out backgrounds, but I'm a little lost on that still. You had an ice cream because brain is part of the meal balance. Nice. But I'm not really feeling the layout things. I think the yapping went too far. Problem with these shots is that there are the pirates, and I have to decide who is who in the shot. That's always kind of a struggle. Thank you, I like my rats. This is just for the layout. It is the thinky stage. Favorite rat is Edgar. Aww, how sweet. I think he might be my favorite too. Honorary rat Edgar. Now I'm deciding that this guy, Lugan, the one in purple and orange, he is going to die. He's going to be the handsome volunteer to show us how stuff works on the island. Unknowingly. But he will be useful. Until he dies. Are these pirates? Yes. Pirate. They're the pirates. Pirates, baby. Oh, spoilers? Yeah. You watch this stream? This is how it's made. I'm not sure if I'm feeling the layout thing right now. I could try to block in some color actually. Let's see what we got. Got the background. If I hide these. And we're gotta keep this page. This is a large one. This is the spread. You can also not forget to have like bushes in front of this cave opening. But I'm using it for color inspiration. Alright, let's go. Jeep and square. Do we do like so? Fill it in. First thing. So the goal is to block in the main shapes of the scene as a way to sort of fast forward the composition and help me decide some things. Plus adding some detail that might not need to be detailed. With inks later. So that's the problem. I overthink whenever I get like nature scenes to do. I end up wanting to like staying on control of everything that is visible and sketching out, both understanding a scene, making it look good in terms of the composition, all that jazz. Ooh, it is hard. Now, I think I would have liked to look up references for how these teeth, everything are laid out in a different book, but also I'm kind of sick of not having finished this yet, so I might be a little rough around the edges. Now, you can see I'm ignoring the panels. Since this is the one bleeding panel, I'll call it F back. And then we make F root. Root because rute or square is the word for panel. Any tips on getting back to our project after a long break? in the case of comics, read through it. I've been struggling with that so much. That is a very appropriate question. And depending on the project, it might be very difficult to like getting back into it and like understanding what am I looking at, what's this about again, what's the vision, all that stuff can be really hard to focus on. My biggest issue has been with focusing on the task I've laid before me because I'm disoriented. And I usually don't remember to, but what usually solves it is just read through the thing and like get a feel for what are you doing, what's the goal, how is there stuff you would like to do different. But I do that like as a chaotic script writer for my own thing. That's usually how it went. Keeping the tasks clear was always a challenge, a struggle. I would always battle like the motivation and struggle with making it like getting a feel for what am I supposed to do and is it even right to be doing it this way or stuff like that. It usually came from not knowing where I even was in the process. I think the easiest way is to just never leave it. Always keep the project. It's mostly a joke, but that's too vague. I don't want that. Deltarune? feel like I said that as a question, but nice to hear that Deltarune was good. I haven't played it, so I don't know much about it. Never played Undertale. Quick breathing. How are you doing, Macavin? So you carry a Bing Bong badge. It's very cute. Oh dang. Too early? Is it the kind of getting up too early or waking up and can't sleep too early and just have to roll with it? Oh dang. I just had that yesterday, so my condolences. Sad to hear it. Hopes up for adequate sleep the next night. Rage. Remember to save your progress, folks. This is complete blocked colors. I got the colors for the background, but I still don't feel like I wanna. I don't wanna touch the actual layouts. I don't wanna do the work, man. No. It makes sense that Samuel is the one who chickens out and joins the others inside, because he had a jump scare with the ruffians or whatever. Savages. Savages of the island. So he got a close call with those, so it's only fair that he is like, on second thought, I want to hang out with you guys. Although entering the unknown is perhaps more dangerous. No, I'm not feeling this at all. I'm not getting that peace of mind. We don't really need to have the kids say that they're joining. But otherwise, this is a simple page in that doesn't have too much stuff going on. But we have the big inside of the cave, the maw even. I'll probably be correcting the tooth layout in this. Later when I get to it. All this is very dangerous. I'm like, oh, I'll deal with it later. Later comes and I'm like, later. Later, I'll deal with it later. Oh, that's also one thing that didn't get saved. Actually, I think I want to check if editors said anything. Nothing at the moment. Nope. Only advertisement. Oops. Well, that's how it looks. There we go. Now I might want this to work. Is there any... Alright, so doing liquify is a bad idea because that will essentially add jitteriness to my perfect lines. So I shouldn't touch that. I'd rather be doing a mesh transform without anti-alias on. Birds are in the mood. But at least we have touched upon this page. Now I'm going to make like a huge point of saving my progress every time. Swapping these balloons. Alright. You got to the end. Very good. Now it's time for backtracking. I could even... Some of these I've already inked. Is it allowed? Should I be doing inks? This doesn't seem to be needed. Yeah, I remember on this one I sort of messed up some things. Some perspective things. We can try. What can go wrong? I want a window at like print size and keep it there. Print size, very good. That way I can try to keep track of not overdoing the details. We know that will fail. Oh, this could be a cute one to animate if I bothered. I think part of the trick is also to not care so bad, like how accurate it is. After all, it's the forward momentum that is what gets you towards the goal. Oh, the inking game. It's feeling rusty. Lately, I've felt a little more at home with inking on the iPad, which I don't like that it is like that. Whenever it comes that way, I'm like, well, problem with the iPad is that technology sucks. And stuff containing touch technology is just prone to suck. The issue with the iPad is that stuff where you lean your hand has one say in how well it performs. If you're a weirdo who holds the pencil wrong or weird, then it might kick do more. It might be triggered more often. Is my theory. There's also, I think I read something about it. It's not only that, but also some about the electric pulses or how your hand is. What do you call it? Your hand is supposed to do something with some electricity, and depending on where it is positioned, it might not do it every time. Somewhere fixes. We include turning off the double tap on the Pro Pencil to Apple Pencil to, I guess, disable that from happening if the cause of the problem is related to it. But I really like the tap the pencil to toggle between eraser and whatever current tool you're using. That stuff is good. People hate it. I really like it, but if that is causing issues, then that's a problem. Oh, she's looking very small. She's tiny. She's tiny in this page. I wonder if clothing that is like putting pressure on her tail here, I wonder if that's comfortable if worn for a lengthy time. Have any of you seen like the modern DuckTales? The one from 2017. I remember when I first heard about the DuckTales reboot. I think I was a bit skeptical. It was a bit odd to see the more squarish take on the characters and everything, style-wise. But I've been watching that show for a while now, and I like it. I like it a lot. I get really, really like nostalgia struck from even the opening. It's super awkward. Oh, there are books there too. Books. Those blasted pirates don't even read. Oh, the sizing on this brush was locked. Didn't realize. Goodness, this is hard. I don't need to do it like this. It's not important that it's a globe. I should just wing it. Truly. Like, I don't even count the lines. It's okay that this isn't even, it's not even our planet, but, you know, something's right. There. That's all inked. Very good. Now this cabinet seems to also count as character background. Feeling a slight struggle in focus at the moment. Which is understandable. So I have been doing art fight this month, but at the moment I'm not feeling quite the fruits of that labor in terms of, well, control over what I'm doing. But that might be a warm-up issue. I'm basically winging this perspective here. I wish I had a good grasp on like the direction of black lines. Alright, back to the sketches. Sketch trenches. We're prepared. I should probably just use rulers right away before I embarrass myself. Yep, we need rulers. My thoughts to everyone who didn't have friends to play Triforce Heroes with. There were actually a few levels that were better to play alone because of shared health. Actually, do I want this to be back character vibes? Sure, why not? Why not? I realized that I had been hiding the chat for myself. Good thing I did not miss anything. I think this here is supposed to be a candle holder. I'm not sure. Well, now it is. Then it is background time.
It's me, Mario.
I'm doing things wrong. Oh. Trying to keep track and failing. We'll just try doing it this way. Hope for the best. And if it does look a little shabby, then it adds to the charm, possibly. Oh, whoops. I was doing it directly on that layer. Oh, well, that's cool. Cool, cool. when there's this thing happening usually sometimes where I try to draw along a perspective ruler or something, and I draw it perfectly, but the plot twist is that I was never on the using the ruler. The ruler was inactive, or snapping was inactive, which is always funny. It's never not funny. Whenever that happens, because the funny thing that happens is that one does follow the line, like suspiciously so. It's almost like humans have the power to do stuff almost perfectly sometimes. It's crazy. Wait, these are going to the background. Yes. Oh. Wait, no. Cool. No issues. Cool. That's gonna be good enough for a background. Took a while, but we're good. Next up, I hope we can be a bit quicker. Oh yeah, that's still that stuff. Now who's calling? Rats. Again, sellers. I swear. This company has been calling me, like, repeatedly, just regularly, for the past few years. And I tell them that no, I have opted out from telephone sales. You cannot call me. And then I'm off their list for like 3 months until the next time. It just keeps on repeating. Alright, putting the ruler back. I want to do a thing. Do I have a lace or something? Lace. Yeah, that's lace. It's okay to use brushes if you do some post patch up of them. I wonder if I would like the lines to be a bit thinner. Do that. Yeah, I think so. That's better. Good stuff. Then for the BG, I'm gonna make it like so. Ah, I see. That way I can draw the entire cloud. Like here. Oh, right, there's the island. Claw swipe. Hello! Yeehaw, you're here! Sorry, I didn't notice you for 4 minutes. I was doing cloud, man. Got my head in the clouds. How's it going? It's the Mondaying. Half an eye. Oh, so they are... they're banning, like, live chat with voice connection for security, but Twitch is okay. I see. I see. Well, good. Happy to see you. Right. There we got the BJE. I would actually like to block out some color. I don't have my folders. Oh, what plebeian set this up? Let's do some simple. Simple stuff. Just the horizon. Can fix that later. New donation from Guru? Whoa. Thank you. I've never seen that message before. And also, dang. Oh, did you just buy a commission? Oh, I'm not prepared. I may do that. I can do it. Hold on. Now I gotta. It's the shitpost commission. I know it's the shitpost commission. I just haven't logged in a while. How does my thing work? Oh my god, I'm not logged in. That's the worst. Give me a moment. Oh, this is just brilliant in that I've been I'm unprepared again. That's very good. What? Do when I have the time, yeah. Well, I can make time. I wouldn't want to forget it, you know. I just had to look up the specs real quick. Oh, help. I'm keeping it up in front of me somewhere where I won't forget it. Find the weakness in your battle plan and help you through, right? You ambush me with kindness and stuff. For anyone who don't know, I'm terrible at business on the fly, and Guido knows that. Or I would say close swipe, I guess. Sorry, name drop there. That's half a dox. There we go. Okay, we have an island. Sweet. Okay, editing layer. Can do things. Ambitions with kindness. Yes. Yes. Oh, that's wonderful. I got all tipped off of the whole the island thing here. Shit, Rosetta is looking out to the island and wondering how the kids are doing. Probably brilliant, because they love adventure. See, that's a nice beach. Distract me from work. Well, I may be distracting you back. Cause I'm going places pretty soon, so I'm not going to be here for too long. I'll try to get the commission done before too long. But thank you. That's wonderful. Good luck with your work. I didn't know that the coffee stream bot would like go ahead and be like, oh, they bought a commission. I thought that would only be donations, but I suppose the bot doesn't know the difference. I should probably ask the coffee team about that. Alright, we have an island. Looking grand. However, I'm noticing there's an issue with this drawing, which is that the ship is at a lagoon. There should be areas all around. Surely. Alright. I'll put on a timer, I think. And I'll create a new canvas. What's it gonna be? 1080. What's a sample there? Is it? There are no actual samples. Alright. Do I have a timer? Alright. Let's go. It's commission time. But how should I even go about this? This is an old listing. What's the message? Scrunkliest. Gross noodle enemy. You're worst. Scrunkly. Alright. How do you make him scrunkly? Can't believe Classwipe has been getting free art all month and decides to pay me for this. That is wonderful. There's too much time. I thought I should I remember I have like trial for these somewhere, but where it went and where it is at the moment. I think I have it somewhere, but it is lost, or at the moment it is not somewhere where I can find it. This is also cheating because I have been drawing Sniddles quite a lot this month. Oh, okay, this is fun though. This is fun. This is great. Wonderful. Oh, time's almost up. How'd it go? should sign it, shouldn't I? There we go. There's a scrunkly snood. Perfect. All right. We got him. We did it. I've completed a commission. That was easy. Super good. Now to save this. Let's see here. I should perhaps export it as well. Can't believe I'm doing business at the end of the day. That is hilarious. Well, let's see. There. Art was made. All right. Business done. Then what? It's almost time for me to leave. I think I'll give it 15 minutes, perhaps. Here we have Miller catching some Z's. He doesn't have. Oh, okay. Text layer is. Oi, ugly. Don't overthink the C's. They are letters. They are not important other than for readability. There we go. We did it, boys. Right, text away. Or, wait, there is more. More text to be made. I'm overwhelmed again. Oh no. I mean, this shot is already started on, so maybe that's a good one. Where's Mimir? There's the guy. How is it? Yeah, this is the fine sketch. I also say that about an hour ago, half an hour ago, I missed Casey telling me to get up and stretch. I've been naughty. I have not been stretching. That's bad streamer behavior. There we go. I think I'll finish inking him and then I'll be hopping off for today. That seems like the best plan. I'm not liking how that is looking, but it's something and it's probably good enough. Oops. Save your progress. Very good. Alright, and then we can do the barrels and stuff as well. Few elements. We are not going to see most of this barrel. It is not important to keep the lines perfect. Okay. I think that's it, folks. We did stuff. We, let's see. We started on inking some pages that I have been stalling. We've done several pages of background planning. And in general, I think this has been quite a productive day for now. So I'm gonna save my progress again. You can never be too safe. Here we go. Everything's closed. Then all that's left to do is thank you all for hanging out. And I hope to see you all later. Bye bye.